All right, this is going to be a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. We are going to use our Wisdom of the Oracle, so this one, and then we're going to clarify with our, forgive my pronunciation, so Profino della Rocca. All right, so we're just going to see what comes out, and again, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so we're going to give it a, clear the deck, give it a shuffle. Ooh, Observer. I'll show you the cards in a little bit. See what else comes out. Ooh, all that glitters. Okay, this is an interesting one. New life and message in a bottle. Okay, so you know what I'm getting? At first I was thinking, ooh, somebody may be watching you. Somebody may be trying to, get a sense for a situation, a sense for what's going on in your life. You know, they may be watching from a distance, whether you have an online platform, right? Social media. I mean, who doesn't? Most people do. There's some way where somebody is trying to get information, right? But the other thing I'm getting too is that somebody may be in a reflective mood, right? So it could be somebody, could be some of you, right? Or in a reflective mood, kind of looking back at their life and maybe certain choices that they've made in their life, right? And because we also got the card, all that glitters, right? And all that glitters, look at that. Those are two masks right there. And the mask are sitting on top of this gold. And I'm hearing fool's gold, and that's a 7, right? Because it's a 16, which could also be like tower in tarot. So somebody's kind of starting to realize, or maybe they have for a while, but now it's getting much, much clearer. Looking back there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's my raid. Back there on the banister, I should have put that up. But anyway, we have hornets. Somebody is starting to realize that, what they thought was going to bring them a certain result, what they thought was going to bring them a certain outcome, it didn't turn out to be that way. And so here you have a new life. So there's something where a new situation, a new life could be calling to you, could be calling to somebody else, right? And they're starting to kind of follow their intuition because you have message in a bottle. So they may be getting messages from spirit, right? Messages from the divine. They're seeing signs, they're seeing numbers, they're seeing syncs, maybe 1111 a lot, 111, because to me those are like new beginnings or letting you know that you're in alignment. And the more they're seeing this is the more they're starting to feel like they're being guided towards something new because they're seeing, they may be having certain experiences now. They're just confirming that what it is that they're doing, the relationships that they're currently in, that these just aren't fulfilling them in the way that they would have thought. It's like, okay, I can continue to stay in this, but I know like next year when I look back at my life, or at the end of the year when I do that assessment, right? Because a lot of us do that as we're going into the new year. We look back and we say, okay, what did we accomplish? How did this year go? This person is realizing that every single year they've done that, they feel like they're still in the same position. Even if others from the outside look at them and think, oh my, they have such an enviable life. Things look great for them. They themselves know the truth of what's happening, right, in their life, behind closed doors, how they feel when nobody's looking, right? And they know that they feel like they're treading water and they're not really getting ahead. They're not having that real fulfillment. And so it seems that there's a lot of that that's going on. But the good news is, and what I like is, Spirit is guiding this person, right? So let's go ahead and clarify and see if it confirms what we're picking up. So Spirit, please clarify Observer. Okay, oh Lord. See, this is why I clarify and I do it early, because I always get a lot of cards. So here, okay, I'll show you in a little bit because they fell to the side. Okay, so here we have savings, right? And this is the 4 of Pentacles. We also have delays, which is the 3 of Wands. We have the Page of Cups, right? Which talks about like love and something new. And again, if it's not love of person, it's, something that you love to do. And then we also have the Justice card. Remember, this is clarifying the Observer card. And again, I said, some of you, somebody is watching, right? And it could have been somebody who has been holding back, right? Somebody who may have taken a detour. Somebody who may have gone and pursued something else, right? And so this person is now realizing, right, again with the Justice card, there's certain decisions that they're making and certain truths that they're downloading in regards to how their life turned out versus what they would have preferred or what they would have liked or what they think would have happened, right? So there's a lot of introspection I hear that's going on with a particular person. Okay, so let's clarify all that glitters. Well, we got one. And see where it's talking about money, right? Because you have the King of Pentacles, right? The King of Pentacles is good energy, right? It talks about a business person, whether that's male in body or female in body. It talks about somebody who's really good at providing, because the King of Pentacles takes really good care of the people around them, right? They're very good with money, but they're very focused on their career and very focused on, it's not really sort of, I was going to say kind of emperor energy in terms of building an empire. But they're very business oriented, right? Could be sometimes a little materialistic when it's turned and the card is upside down. And so again, it's the same as somebody who may have accomplished a lot, and have acquired a few material things. They're now realizing that money isn't the end all and be all of everything, because even though I have the things that I thought would have fulfilled me, I'm finding that I am not fulfilled, right? Because again, we're seeing all that glitters. Let's clarify new life. Okay, so for this one, we have Page of Wands. So see what I said, that somebody is feeling very enthusiastic, feeling very excited, right? Because that's the Page of Wands, about starting something new. Now they're curious, right? Now they're no longer I hear they feel like they've been stuck in a rut. So they're no longer feeling like I have to play it safe and this is all there is, right? They're now curious and want to explore other avenues, other possibilities, and they're getting very excited about it. You know what I want to know? Because we've gotten this message before. What I want to know, and I'll ask the cards, right? I'll ask Spirit, is this person actually going to take action? Because wanting something and yearning for something and desiring something is totally different from them taking action, right? Because that's what I'm getting right now. I'm getting, and it could just be, like I said, in an introspective energy. But what I'm getting a lot of somebody who is yearning, they're looking back, they're reflecting. But I feel like they've been here before many, many, many times. And it's like, well, are they going to take action? So let's clarify message in a bottle, because Spirit's trying to get to them, right? So Spirit's saying, you know what? You have perseverance here. So Spirit's saying yes, right? Because this is like the Five of Pentacles, but it's like in the reverse. So what Spirit is saying is yes, if you're going to move forward, so this is confirmation. It is going to come with some economic and financial loss, right? In terms of walking away and letting go. Eight of Cups. But with it being in the reverse, what Spirit is saying, but you will recover. So don't let a fear of, oh my goodness, my entire life, my finances, I worked so hard, is going to be upended. So I'm going to continue to stay in a situation that is no longer fulfilling to me. Spirit is saying to this person, follow the messages that you're getting. And for some reason, like white feathers may be important, right? So some of you this person may want to make a call, because I see a phone right here, right? Probably hard for you to see that. Telephone. I see the star card, so that's hope, right? Optimism. I see feathers. So some of you may be seeing feathers, white feathers. And what is this? Is this some kind of pelican or crane or something? So if you're seeing those things, this message is going to resonate for you even more. So let me find out if this person is actually going to take action. Is this person actually going to take action, Spirit? Oh, Lord, the cards fell. Give me 1 second. So here, let's see what this card is. Oh, Lord, not anytime soon. You have the Three of Swords. Right now, this person is just feeling, I hear, down in the dumps and not feeling very good. It's like they feel like their life is over. There's a lot of sorrow. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of grief. I hear there's a lot of mourning. So this person is going through a very difficult time. But sometimes, here's the other one that fell. Yeah, no, this person's not going to take any action anytime soon, because they're too much in this negative feeling, right? You have the Ace of Cups. It's like they feel like all is lost. So all is lost. I'm just going to sit here and wallow, It's like, woe with me, because I made some bad decisions. I took too long. I procrastinated. I didn't do what my intuition was telling me to do. Now I'm stuck dealing with the consequences of this situation. And I'm just going to sit here and wallow in it. So you know what? Rather than leave on such a negative note, because we're wrapping up, let's get a card of advice. So a card of advice. Oh, this is beautiful. You have soulmates, right? And it's 41 that boils down to a 5, which is change. So Spirit's saying, you know what? Follow your heart, right? There are going to be people out there who, regardless of what you're going to have to leave behind or what you have to experience in terms of the toughness, that are going to love and accept you unconditionally, right? So what Spirit is saying is follow your heart, go in the direction that you're being led, And don't fear that you're going to be rejected because you may not have the material things that you had before. It's all going to work